everyone, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I hope you're all doing well. Today, as you can see, I have a guest with me. This is my husband, Nick. That still feels really weird to say. And today we're actually just going to tell you guys all about our wedding, show you a few photos, and then later on we're also going to look at a little bit of video footage that my sister Charlie filmed that neither of us have actually looked at, so you'll get to see us kind of like react to some of the footage as well. So for those of you that don't know, Nick and I got married on January the 15th of this year, 2019. It was a Tuesday, which I know a lot of people probably find quite weird. It's definitely not like the norm in terms of weddings, but I was born on March the 15th and Nick is born on July the 15th, so we knew that we wanted the date to be like somewhat significant to us, and it just happened to be that the 15th of January this year was a Tuesday. With having a wedding in January, which is summer in New Zealand, we were hoping that there'd be like a lot more chance of having good weather, and of course Murphy's Law, that wasn't the case for our wedding day. It was kind of like cold and raining off and on all day, and it was, what do you say, like 15 degrees, 16 degrees?
So, yeah.
It was pretty cold. The place we were getting married is called Boomrock Lodge here in Wellington. It overlooks the coast and it's like so beautiful, and the lodge itself has like a little grass area outside, which if it's good weather you get married on the grass, and then if it's like quite cold or rain you can get married on the deck, and then if it's like super bad weather you have to get married inside the actual lodge. So when we'd had the rehearsal the day before, we'd basically just practiced for walking on the grass. The morning of the wedding I was obsessively checking the weather, and like clouds kept coming in, it was spitting a little bit. In the end, as we said, we got married on the deck and it actually was all good. On our wedding day, the first time that we actually saw each other was when I was walking down the aisle like towards Nick.
Seeing you, it was kind of an emotional moment, but I was like, I'm not gonna cry.
You made that decision to not cry?
Yeah, that's why in the photo you can see there's like a serious face on me.
One thing that I really loved about our ceremony was that it was very personal, which I'm sure a lot of ceremonies for the wedding are, but like we were laughing through the ceremony. Nick's and my vows were basically like talking about similar stuff, even though we hadn't discussed our vows beforehand. It was just like really cool that we both like were promising the same things and like both talking about the same things. I think you can see from the photos that like just how happy we were in that moment, and just like how relaxed and yeah, like excited to take that next step we were. One slightly annoying thing about our wedding day was that the bus that took all of our guests out to the venue was running like half an hour late. There was like this big issue with the bus company, which we sorted out later, but it meant that kind of everything at our wedding was pushed half an hour back. But at some point it had to be like the point where we missed out half an hour, and that point kind of came between like after the ceremony finished. We're supposed to have, I think it was like 45 minutes to chill with our guests and eat some canapes and stuff before we went off and took like, I guess like the posy professional photos, whatever you want to call them. But because we were already running late, we only had, I want to say, what, like 15 minutes maybe, which just felt like a second anyway, to kind of like chat with our guests, say like hello and everything like that, and then we went off to take some photos like still on the property but just a bit further away. And even then I think we could only take photos for like, I don't know, half an hour maybe at that, and then we had to come back. We were then kind of to plan, I think, for the rest of the evening. So we had like the dinner, and in between the courses of the dinner we had our speeches. So Nick and I both gave a speech, our dads both gave a speech, and then the best man and the maid of honor also gave a speech. Also in between the courses of dinner we went out back to the grass, because at that point it had stopped raining, it wasn't actually that cold anymore, and the clouds had kind of opened up to have this like absolutely insane sunset. It was like, it definitely made all of the weather of the day worth it, because I don't think we would have gotten that many like moody photos if it wasn't for the weather that day. Then came the dancing, which was definitely like one of my favorite parts about the evening, and we kept the photographer around for quite a lot because we knew that we mainly wanted like candid-esque photos. And I'm so glad of like what he captured, because there's just so many cool memories of us all just like literally dancing the night away. So we chose not to have a videographer at the wedding, because I think those like wedding videos that you see are absolutely beautiful, but I don't know if I'd ever watch one of like my own as much as I would watch, say, like someone else's video, and I'd much rather have the photos that we can have in like a photo album we can flick through. I think just a lot more than I would ever watch a wedding video. But one thing I am really glad about is that my sister vlogged a bunch of different shots for us. I have a bunch of shots of us girls getting ready in the morning and stuff like that, and then all through until like in the evening dancing. So I'm just gonna like pick a few clips and we can see what they are and give them a bit of a watch. Okay, so this first shot is us walking in after we'd taken our photos, and we're, I guess, like the introduction of us. So our friend Zinta was our MC, so I'm pretty sure this is just after she has like introduced us. You can tell that we don't really know where to go. Okay, so the next one is us cutting our cake. The cake was from Sweet Bakery and Cakery here in Wellington. It's been one of like my favourite bakeries for a long time, so it's pretty cool that we could also have our cake from there. The top 2 layers were lemon and blueberry, and then the bottom layer was chocolate raspberry. I was really scared you were going to do that thing that you see couples do where they like shove the cake in your face, and I'm pretty sure I said to you like as we got up there I was like, don't you dare slam that in my face.
Oh, interesting watching the guests' reactions.
Yeah, I guess because it's not really something that we were focused on, eh? Like, we were too busy focused on cutting the cake. Me and Hannah and you photobombing us. So one of the things that my family do as well is we take jumping photos. I feel like I might have talked about this before, but basically I think it was like April 2011 that we took like a jumping photo at something for Easter or something, and ever since then it's become like a tradition. And I kept getting this wrong, as you can see. I kept like jumping on 3 and everyone else would jump on jump, so it took us a while, but we got the shot eventually. I think this is us like prepping for our first dance, being like, okay, do that, do that. Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, she's about to introduce us. I think I was more nervous about this also than like marrying you. It's not normal to dance in front of all of your friends like this. Look at my hair, you can already tell it's like half fallen down.
The song jumps straight into it.
Yeah, so we like weren't prepared. So basically the song that we chose to have as our first dance is an acoustic version of Latch from Disclosure. It's one of our favourite songs, like the original, so we thought it would be cool, but we also didn't want to just like get up there and not have anything to do, so we planned like maybe 8 moves or whatever to do, but there was supposed to be like a 6-second intro that we were like, okay cool, we can like prepare, but they cut the song a little bit too early, so we got like straight into it. And then you can see me being like, everybody come in and dance with us, because that's what we'd planned. This is as the dancing portion starts. So many cool memories. Everyone was on the dance floor. We had like a good mix of old school songs and new school songs, and everyone was just like cutting loose. It was very fun.
I don't remember that.
One of the things we did as well, because obviously now our last name, or my last name, is Moore, we had s'mores on offer as like a, not midnight snack, but like a late evening snack. So we had this like fire thing outside that we could use for the marshmallows, we had a bunch of digestives, and it was very good. So that is a little sneak peek into our wedding. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about it. I know a few of you had asked to see some photos and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I definitely, even though it's only been like 2 months since we got married, it's quite nice to look through all of that stuff, and as I said, we hadn't seen any of that video footage, so it's cool to like look back and remember the day. Thank you very much for watching this video, and also thank you very much to Nick for being in this video. He begrudgingly agreed / I kind of told him that he didn't really have a choice to be in this video. That's what happens when you're married to a YouTuber. So yes, thank you for being in this video, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day when you're watching this, and I will see you all later on. Bye!